Here, thank you so much for clicking on the link and watching this video. I am going to show a tool that's perfect for your tool belt, something that measures properties for you. It's not like the other tools that you've seen in the market, right? Like GoILON, Google Earth, Measurement Assistant, Pictometry, all these tools, they ask you to pick a drawing tool, doodle around the screen for a few hours to come up with the square feet numbers. And of course, who's got time for that, right? You've got better things to do like selling, estimating, building your business, and so on. Well, here's a tool that takes care of it, all of it, right? So everything that you see here was generated fully automated. All you had to do was tell the tool what had to be measured on the site. So how do you do that? Well, you put down your address or a name of a property if it doesn't have an address. Then a parcel is pulled out by default. So it tells you, hey, this is the outline of the property. You don't like that outline, you can change it. You can add a couple of new polygons to say, hey, this is my relevant area, this is my relevant area over there. Let's say you're just measuring green areas along the right of way, so you just mark those areas out. Once you do that, there's a list of features that comes up, everything that you would like to get measured when it comes to landscaping and snow. So you've got this list for landscaping on top here and the snow over here. And yeah, you just select what you need, you click on done. It tells you how long it's going to take to get the data. So that's 7 hours over here. And then it says, hey, all you will need to pay for this is $17. And the imagery is from February 24th. It's just a few months old at this point. Right now we are in 5th of June. So, it's recent imagery. It's comes out within 7 hours of actually clicking on this button, and just costs $17 to do it, right? So think about it. All this property done for you in 7 hours for $17. And if you want, you can just measure this on your own as well. No need to ask the platform to do it. Just like you do on Google Earth, but way simpler and in a proper fashion that you would like to do for landscaping. So once you click on that get measurement button, what do you get? You get outputs just like this, tightly measured. Every tree on the site has been counted. You can see how these rock beds are so tightly measured along the sidewalk. You can see all these parking lot islands have been individually measured. There is no approximation done here. So with accuracy, you can get very accurate with the bid price. The data comes back really fast, like in a few hours. So instead of actually going through the sales process and then measuring your property, when you're bidding on that RFP, you can actually measure the property upfront before reaching out to the customer, right? Like just move that in your sales funnel upwards and use that to start the conversation. Use that to baseline your discussion, and actually use that to get back to a customer faster with a quote. So that just move those sales motions faster. Of course, your business developers are doing this, then they won't have to measure properties anymore. The platform can do it for them. Your estimators are measuring this property. They can get back to estimating or taking care of the work on the construction side of the business instead of the maintenance side. Participate in project kickoffs. If you are doing it as an owner operator, you don't have to do this anymore. The system takes care of it for you. And yeah, all the sales reps in your team will get the same data, so we'll know that this is not a variable anymore. Nobody's adjusting the measurements to win a sale. With that in mind, think of what you can do as you scale. As your business scales, you don't have to scale the time that you need to put in measuring properties. Of course, you can measure it yourself. You can make changes to the data that has come out, so that your map is always up to date. Every time you visit a site, something has changed, or maybe you have enhanced the site, added a bed over there, bed over somewhere else. You can do those measurements here, actually create new bed areas so that you can share the maps with your customer. Talking about sharing, all your team can see the data that has been created here, and you can export snapshots, you can export links, just like a YouTube video that will always connect to the map link over here. You can zoom in, zoom out. You can just switch off certain layers, and hey, here's a layer set that you can use to draw irrigation maps on top, just the snapshot of this, right? Or some other kinds of maps, operations maps. That's it. So it's a tool that measures properties for you. If you want to measure it yourself, because it's not so complicated, it's a small property, you can do that too. You can collaborate, you can get faster, and that's it. If you like what you saw, I would love to hear from you and get you set up for a free trial. The links are below. Thank you so much for watching.